Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to our next episode of Motorsport Manager. We need to get 16th or above here in Dubai. We worked last time on race trim and super soft tires. Now, I believe that super softs will be the way to go this time. As far as the event goes, it looks to be a 2 to 3 stop race on tires only. So if we look at the car setup, we've got them dialed in okay. We might be able to change Bill's cornering just a bit for the high speed, but I don't want to really affect that too awful much. Tire choice, we will start on softs. That will give us a 10 to 12 laps. And this is a 28 lap race with 23 laps of fuel. We'll start with a full tank so we can push. And 10 to 12 laps, it's essentially 10 stops. You know, three laps of 10 to really push. So I think that's what we are going to do. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And let's go ahead and push for now with a high fuel burn. We'll keep an eye on that fuel as we go. The track temperature is really, really high, so these tires may melt indeed. We will see what we've got here on the opening laps. Dead last here, so we have to make up some time. We'll tell them to go ahead and turn auto on and see what kind of moves they can make here. Looks like old Bill might be stuck behind these guys a bit. Let's go up to speed 2. These guys are racing amongst themselves. We're sort of monitoring our tire temperature here. And let's see if we can make some moves. Arturo is going to be our lead driver here. Most of the field started on super softs, and it looks like those that qualified up front are on those tires that they had before. Now, I don't know why our car is wigging out like that. That's definitely not good. A lot of dirt and sand on the track. I don't know if that is modeled, but certainly in Dubai, you're going to get... I shouldn't be getting that close to teammates. Well, that's fine. Pass them then. If you don't want to be around a teammate, then just go. I'm not here to stop you. All right, looks like he might be trying to make a move here past 18th place. We only need 16th or above for our sponsor. But our teammates are in pretty much equal equipment, and I believe they're pretty much equal drivers. So in the grand scheme of things, ideally they'll be running side by side the whole time. But unfortunately, you know, that's not going to really net us anything here. Looks like old Bill is making the charge up. Let's go speed 3. Watch the fuel here. Oh, Bill is losing it. Maybe Arturo is our guy for this race. Who knows? Tires are looking a little warm, so I will just dial them back a touch. Go back to neutral push. We'll keep on the fuel, however. See if we can get up into that 16th spot. We're only 2 seconds back of 16th. There's our target right there. But it looks like we are fighting hard for last place, and certainly that is a kick in the junk for sure. We need to spend the next few races really honing in on our equipment. Yellow flag, a car is off the track. That's one position we're going to make up fairly easily. I do like that. So we're 3 laps into the event. Tire wear is not exactly where I would like it. On these super softs, we look to be burning up. Maybe the next run we will split the second run with just regular softs, and then finish the race off with super softs if we can. But this tire temperature is definitely worrying for sure. I think Arturo is our best bet as far as drivers are concerned, so I'm not going to tell him to allow Bill through. We're just going to sort of keep pace here and see what we can do. Hopefully, we have a few more DNFs in front of us to make 16th achievable. Norris started on the soft tires. We have a big group of guys in front of us on softs. We're just so far off the pace that, well, we are starting to catch them, it seems. Looks like a big battle here that we are going to be involved in the middle of, which is definitely encouraging. Tire temperature is getting way up there. Let's conserve a bit, please, on those tires. It sucks as hot as this racetrack is, but we are keeping pace with these cars in front of us, which is encouraging. A quick pit stop here and there, and then we will be okay for sure. Now, I don't know if the fuel, with us pushing the fuel, is that a bigger strain on our equipment? That is one thing that I'll have to sort of experiment with. I wish Arturo could get in here. Why did you use it there, Arturo? I mean, I appreciate you making the pass, but that's like pushing the NOS button too early in the quarter mile there, guy. But we are catching up. Tires are looking much better. We will try to pit at lap 10. That's where we're going to try to go. We'll top off fuel and be good on fuel the rest of the race. We'll put on softs this first stint, I believe, this first pit stop, and then finish on super softs. Unless we can make these super softs last okay. Oh, there's another crash. Bill's going to make that. We are in our sponsor objective, which is very nice. That is money for us, and I'm confident in this pack in front of us. It looks like we may be able to possibly break into the top 10 with some luck, which would certainly be nice. Arturo is definitely our boy. I may make Arturo our primary driver. That way he expects the good equipment, and maybe then Arturo can make his way forward here. All right, for 15th place, looks like some are in pit road, and they are getting softs, just the standard yellow set. We will go a couple more laps here on our super softs. Tire wear is okay. Our temperature is right where it needs to be, and these guys aren't catching us. So we seem to be managing fairly well. I'm still optimistic about these cars right in front of us. We definitely don't want to screw the pooch as far as having to fix or being bad with our fuel. I'll keep the high burn for now, and then we'll get to pit road here and see what we can do. Let's go pit on lap 9 and 10. Bill should probably be the first one in. So let's go ahead and tell Bill to pit now, why don't we? Or is that too early? I believe we'll be fine as far as fuel is concerned with one stop. We can fill up the tank and then have plenty of fuel in reserve. We are making some moves up. Okay, Bill, why don't you... Well, all right, Arturo, 9, 18, and 27. Arturo, you're going to come in next time. All right, Arturo, you're going to hop on the regular softs here. Fuel, we are going to put 19 laps remaining. We'll do 21 laps in the tank. Park condition is fine. We don't need to recharge the battery. We'll do a balanced pit stop here. So look for Arturo to come in this time with tires. Let's go ahead and try and overtake fuel burn. Since he's going to fill up to that point anyway, it might be good to keep him behind us here. Bill, you just stay put. Yeah, we're really pushing those tires. Well, we're not pushing the tires, but the wear is starting to come into play for sure. Once we do this middle segment on softs, we should be okay. We've got some grip in the track to help out those softs for sure. So I'm cautiously optimistic here. All right, Arturo, into pit road you come. Bill is going to go by. We'll call in Bill for the same strategy. And there is 18 laps remaining. Let's go 19.98. How is our parts doing? Parts are still okay. I like that. We'll do a balanced pit stop. All right, there you go, Bill. He sets a new personal best lap time. Let's go ahead and burn the overtake. So that is fresh tires going around us, fresh super softs. And then as far as Arturo's strategy here, he is going to come out. We are going to tell him to push. And we have excess fuel, 21 laps in the tank. So I think we can just go sheer overtake here and see if we can catch up. All right, Bill, you should be ready to come on in here for regular old softs. All right, Bill's on pit road here. He is going to be on full burn strategy, and why don't you push? All right, Arturo is going to come out right here behind his teammate. Outstanding. We are inside our sponsor objective. Tire temperature is looking a little warm. Let's go to a neutral. We still have 20 laps in the tank for excess fuel. I do like that. All right, Arturo, let's see if we can get around 14th there, bud. Looks like we may be able to indeed. Wow, tire temperature is really starting to climb here. If we tell him to conserve, he'll be able to keep his tires in optimal temperature here. Bill is still fine. He's pushing. Yeah, there you go, Arturo. Make him work for it. It's encouraging that Bill is right behind us. All right, so go to a neutral and get those tires cool there, Bill. Still 19 laps in the tank, excess fuel. We'll see how the part degradation goes next pit stop, next time around. We aren't really pushing the tires or the car. The fuel is where we're really going. So I'm optimistic here. Yep, so Bill is holding station right there. Arturo he's got 14th right in his sights. We're 10 seconds ahead of the cutoff, which should be okay. Hopefully, if there is a mechanical issue, we'll have enough of a buffer that we can repair these cars up a touch. All right, Bill, go ahead and conserve. Your tire temperature is getting up there. So in the grand scheme of things, we're over here. The leader is about a half a lap in front of us, and that's just, you know, our driver's trying to get everything out of these cars. But he's got a solid pace. I am not going to be mad at that. Coming around to 6 laps to go until we pit. I believe it depends on how close Arturo is to this car in front of him. But I definitely want to pit to where we can get the super softs on and really do the work here. Geez, those tire temps are starting to climb. Bill is pushing his tires just a bit more than I like. So the car behind us just exited pit road, and there is a guy probably who pushed just softs up until lap 14. He's trying to do a one stop, which is definitely fascinating indeed. We still have excess fuel in the tank for both drivers. We may be mindful of that. I like 15.69 in the tank more than 15.71. We're still 2 laps to the good then, which certainly isn't bad. Looks like 14th will catch us. He is on newer soft tires, but he is on just regular soft tires, so we can definitely make good of that. Arturo, why are you a second off the pace? Jimmy, let me ask you a question. You were able to run faster laps last time. Why are you not running faster laps this time? Inquiring minds wants to know there, Arturo. But I'm still happy that both drivers are in the cutoff. If 2 more drivers were to retire, that's a guaranteed sponsor cutoff for that bonus that we so need and desire. All right, 14.2. So we are sort of getting close to that lap 30 mark. We're still excess of 2 laps, which is good. And excess of basically 1 lap here on Bill. We may have to dial Bill back or put just 1 lap of fuel in him to sort of get him on the same strategy as Arturo. Shouldn't cost us too much time. I'm happy Arturo is able to hold off 14th here, though. That's pretty encouraging. I don't know how our part condition is doing. All right, so brakes might be starting to fade on Arturo and Bill. This pit stop, I would hate to bite the bullet, but we have a 20-second gap, essentially ahead of the cutoff. Now, if Arturo and Bill are better than Wilson and Minzy, then we should be okay repairing up those brakes. But I just want to sort of push this last segment here and see what we can get. You know, we're sort of catching third. Tire temps are okay. We're losing a spot there. Everyone is still on one stop. I don't know if there are anyone who is trying to split the difference and go 14 laps and 14 laps. We'll sort of see what the leaders do. If we start to see more on pit road, that can sort of gauge our progress better. Because if Wilson and Mimsy do not pit, then we're relegating our spot to them, essentially. All right, so 11 laps left in the tank. Why don't you just do a high burn for now? We're getting awfully close to our threshold here. And we don't want to go low fuel for Bill. We'll probably just throw in an extra lap for him. Lap 18 starts, and I'm not seeing anyone else on pit road. Bill is only 2 seconds ahead of Taylor, and we are in total 14 seconds ahead of Wilson and 16 seconds ahead of Wilson. That's not enough to get down pit road and out. If these guys are doing one stop, they're sort of forcing our hands. We have plenty of tire wear and plenty of fuel to sort of stick it out here. But the moment I see, okay, so 10th is on pit road, and they're going to be on super softs. Let's go around one more time, and that way we'll have 10 good laps to put on super softs and really go for broke here, hoping that these guys don't. I mean, they're on super softs, they have to pit one more time, right? I mean, that just sort of seems like the way to go. So 9 laps remaining. All right, I tell you what, Arturo, why don't you come on in this time? We're going to put on fresh super softs. We are going to add 1 lap of fuel for 1 second. We don't need to recharge the battery. How is our parts looking? Looking okay. I don't believe I'm going to fix anything. Go ahead, Arturo, come on in. And then Bill will be shortly after. Hopefully these guys will pit one more time in these 8 laps. I don't imagine their tires are going to last too awful much. All right, Arturo, come on down pit road. Bill, I see you. Come on down to pit road. Grab your super softs, fuel options. Let's do 9 laps. 2 more seconds just to ensure that we're going to finish the race is not bad. Parts are also looking okay. I'm sort of worried about that engine a bit, but that will be okay. All right, go ahead and push on high with excess fuel there, Arturo. He should be coming off pit road in 17th. If anything, we'll be passing our teammate, perhaps. 8 laps remaining. Great stop. And we've got the blue flag. The leader is right behind us, but it looks like they have to stop one more time, I would imagine. So keep temperature in those tires there, Arturo. Drive away from that leader. Where's old Bill? All right, Bill, come on in and push. Keep that high fuel load, please. Bill is going to come down to pit road. Arturo, go ahead and go to neutral. Keep those temperatures even. We're on pit road. We need a good stop, just a touch of fuel. A mistake fueling. Well, crap. There goes Alberto. All right, so 14th, that was our last stop. 7 laps remaining. Tire temperature is starting to creep up. I believe we can run like that. Strategy for you is fine. 8 laps. We might be able to push just a touch here on the fuel. Try to stay out in front of these leaders here. I mean, we did take the extra fuel. We might as well use it. And we've got quite a gap on Minzy, who has to pit one more time. So I'm feeling pretty good about our sponsor objectives. Leaders should be coming down to pit road soon, and then we can sort of keep ourselves off. There he goes. Leader is on pit road, so we can drive on by. 7.5 laps, that will be more than enough. 8.5 laps, that'll be more than enough as well. Bill, why don't you go ahead and roll back to a neutral setup? Don't burn up the tires here. Plus, that may help save our car and their parts. That will sort of be my ultimate goal. With clean track, though, I should sort of be pushing you, but I don't want to really break those parts. I think with 2 laps to go, we'll make a big push. All right, so strategy, go ahead and conserve there, Bill. Your tire temps are getting a little bit too warm. We are 9 seconds, and Wilson looks like he has to make another stop. White has already pitted, so it looks like 13th and 14th are very achievable goals here, which I am not mad. Not mad at all. 5 laps to go for the leader. I don't believe the leader is going to catch us. We shouldn't get a blue flag. A problem with the brakes. Nope. We've got 4 laps to go. Arturo, just do what you can with it. I've got you on a conservative strategy here. You know what? Just in case this does play a factor, just go to high fuel consumption. We don't want to press. Feels like I need to come in and fix my parts. You know what? Just go to high and stay conservative if you can. I definitely want to sort of hold what we got. We have a pretty good cushion. If we wanted to save these parts, I don't want to back up. We'll keep it conservative, but we will lower our speed just a touch, sort of nurse this car around. We've got a 30-second gap on 15th. So if we can nurse these car parts around, we should be okay. What is the condition? 20%, we're in the red. We have a chance of failure, but we're coming around to 3 laps to go. Well, 4 laps to go. Hopefully playing it conservative here is nursing the car. We're almost to the red on our brakes there as well. Take care of it there, Bill. Don't push too awful hard. Leader is crossed 3 laps to go. All right, Arturo. You know what? And don't even do ERS. I do not want to engage the NOS button and take a chance, because Bill's right there. 15th is in that hairpin. We really do not need to push at all. We're at 3.11. Go low fuel mode. We have still excess fuel in Bill. Just bring it home there, Arturo. How are the brakes? Still at 20%. So he isn't using up his brakes, luckily. Things are coming up Millhouse. We still got a 30-second gap here on 15th. Tire temperature is actually fine. We're doing okay with our wear as far as that is concerned. All right, Arturo, just bring it back. Bring it back home. They're coming to 2 laps to go. Leader is about to take the white flag in a half a lap. You can do this, and I believe in you. All right, here we go. Lap 27 started. 2 laps to go. He has excess fuel, which is good because he's at 2.03. Part of me wants to back up. We're at 13% condition. As long as our 2 drivers finish, that is the best part. Go ahead and back up. Save your part condition. 20% there. It looks like... Oh, wow. Where did 13th come from? So Gatto is on fresh tires. Oh, so Gatto must have pitted. We could let him go. We're coming to 1 to go, and we are essentially just nursing this car back. I don't think we'll be able to hold him off, but I really don't want to. The main goal is finishing in the sponsor objective here. Getting that money for this new team. How's the condition? 13% still. I like it. Still excess fuel, 0.9 in the tank. 1.1. Tell you what, Bill, if you can overtake, more power to you. Try to stay in front of those cars. They're not for position. All right, come on back around, Arturo. You got this. If something breaks, you'll be fine. Just come around. Teammates are here. Outstanding. Arturo is going to come across the line in 13th place. 14th for Bill. All right, that wasn't too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. All right, we'll roll with that. We will roll with that indeed. Looks like the leader's stuck with 3 softs. We don't have any illegal parts in our name, so we won't get docked any penalties. No one in front of us has had any penalties either. Fastest lap bonus, that's fine. We did get some points. We finished on the lead lap. Saka Speedworks is now in 14th spot. We are tied for 13th. And not too many points behind Philip Taylor Racing, or Philip Taylor in the Occam MRT. Outstanding. We're 8th in the points, only 2. This is definitely within striking distance behind Occam and Orleans. I'm pretty happy with that. I love those guys. Bill Lahane is so hot with his neck brace. They must be looking enviously. Well, we are, but we've got parts to fit and things to do. All right, so I believe that is going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen of Motorsport Manager. Next episode, we will tidy up the front office and then head to our next event. You know, do our practice and qualify, see how we shake up. Maybe we'll get some rain in the forecast. But that's going to do it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you back at the front office in the next episode of Motorsport Manager. Well, oh hey, a new unlock. Soft tires wear more slowly. Nice, relationship with the mechanic is getting up there. Outstanding. But, take care.